Today we're going to look at inhabiting the space on a digital production. Now, some of our wonderful actors have already recorded a rehearsal scene. This is a clip that happened in an actual rehearsal, so it wasn't set up at all. But this hopefully will explain a little bit about how the actors create the world while we're working in quite a restricted space on Zoom. Now, of course, when we're working on Zoom, we're working on a restricted space, maybe a foot or two either side, just the size of the screen. And because we're working to a laptop connected to a webcam with a green screen behind us and a projected image, of course, there's not a lot of space for us to move around. However, the actors are portraying characters in a much bigger world than just that. So what's very important is to react to things off the camera to make the world bigger. So, for example, it might be that an actor turns and talks to somebody off camera. Hello there. Something like that. Now, actually, as you can see, there's nobody there. That's just the back garden. However, when you're recording that scene, the actors are reacting to the other person supposedly there, and in reacting to things that are happening outside of the image, they're making the world bigger for the character. So when they're entering and exiting, when they're talking to somebody off camera or reacting to something off camera, that's all making the world a little bit bigger and a little bit more convincing, even though we're working in a very restricted space with Zoom and the green screens. So now have a look at the rehearsal clips. This is all work in progress, recorded in May, so it's not finished yet, but hopefully it'll give you an idea as to what we're aiming at. Have a lovely viewing.
Prithee, honey, sweet husband, let me bring thee to Staines.
No, for my manly heart doth yearn. Bardolph, be blithe, Nym, rouse thy vaunting spirits. Boy, bristle thy courage up, for Falstaff, he is dead, and we must yearn therefore.
Would I were with him, wherever so he is, either in heaven or in hell.
Nah, sure, he's not in hell, he's in Uther's bosom. Ever man went to Uther's bosom. He made a fine end, and went away, and it had been any Christian child. He patted even just between 12 and 1, even at the turning of the tide. For after I saw him fumble with the sheets and play with flowers and smile upon his fingers' ends, I knew there was but one way, for his nose was sharp as a pen, and he babbled of green fields. How now, Sir John, quoth I? What, man, be a good cheer. So he cried out, God, 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 3 or 4 times. So I, to comfort him, bid him not to think of God. I hoped there was no need to trouble himself with any such thoughts yet. So he bade me to lay more clothes on his feet. So I put my hand into the bed and felt them, and they were as cold as any stone. But then I fell to his knees and upward, and all was as cold as any stone.
They say he cried out of sack.
Yeah, that he did.
And of women.
Nay, that he did not.
Yes, that I did, and said that they were devils incarnate.
He could never abide carnation. It was a colour he never liked.
I said once the devil would have him about women.
He did in some sort. Indeed, handle women. But then he was rheumatic and talked about the whore of Babylon.
Do you not remember? I saw a flea stick upon Barlow's nose, and I said it was a black soul burning in hellfire. Well, the fuel is gone, and maintain that fire, that all the riches I got in his service.
Shall we shog? The king will be gone from Southampton.
Come, let's away. Oh, my love, give me thy lips. Look to my chattels. and my movables. Let senses rule. The word is pitch and pay. Trust none. For oaths are straws, men's faiths are wafer cakes, and hold fast is the only dog, my duck. Therefore Cavetto be thy counsellor. Go, clear thy crystals. Yoke fellows in arms, let us to France. Like horse leeches, my boys, to suck, the very blood to suck.
And that's but unwholesome food, they say.
Touch her soft mouth and march.
Farewell, hostess.
I cannot kiss. That's the humour of it. But adieu.
Let housewifery appear. Keep close, I thee command.
Farewell. Adieu.
Thus comes the